प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्ताम् सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Shloka 66 in Vishnu Sahasranama is Swaksha Swanga Sathanando Nandir Jyotirganeshwarah Vijitatma Videyatma Satkirti Chinna Samshayah. There are 9 namas in this shloka and they are Swakshaha, Swangaha, Shatanandaha, Nandihi, Jyotirganeshwarah, Vijitatma, Avideyatma, Satkirtihi, Chinna Samshayah. So these are the 9 namas in this shloka. And the first nama, Swakshaha, means one who has very beautiful eyes, akshis, beautiful eyes, just like the petal of the lotus flower. The eyes of Bhagavan is described before also. He is said as Pundarikaksha, Aravindaksha, Kamalanayana, Pushkaraksha, Rajivalochanaha, Rajivaksha. So all of them are compared with the lotus petals of the lotus flower. So this is another way of describing Bhagavan Vishnu's eyes. Swakshaka, one who has very beautiful eyes, just like the shape of the petals of the lotus flower. Next nama is Swangaha. Swanga means one who has very good limbs or parts of the body. The parts of the body or the limbs of the body are of right proportion. That's why Bhagavan has a very attractive form. A form of any person, that is the body shape or the form of any person, is formed out of 5 elements, and according to our past karmas, it will be formed. But Bhagavan always has very beautiful, attractive form because first thing, he doesn't have any karmic account to form any disproportion in the body parts. And the next thing is, it's of Chit Swarupa, that is condensed form of consciousness. So Bhagavan always, even whatever avatars he takes as Sri Rama or Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he has a very beautiful, attractive form, and that's why he is called Swangaha. But the right meaning, that is the literal meaning of Swangaha, is one who has a beautiful or well-proportioned limbs. And that is Swangaha. And the next nama is Shadhanandaha. Shata means 100, and it is just an indication. It actually means infinite. Ananda means bliss. Shadhananda means that infinite supreme bliss of Bhagavan is expressed through infinite forms. All the forms has that bliss of Bhagavan. So he expresses his Ananda through hundreds of forms or hundreds of bodies. That one supreme bliss is expressed through infinite forms. That is Shadhanandaha. So what all bliss we experience is the bliss of Bhagavan. So that is Shadhanandaha. Bhagavan has infinite bliss, and that is given to all the forms. The next nama is Nandihi. Nandi means happiness. Bhagavan is infinite bliss. He is always happy. So he is called Nandihi. He is the personification of happiness and bliss. Even Bhagavan Shiva, he has Nandi in front of him, because Nandi, it just observes Bhagavan and it derives happiness and bliss from Bhagavan. That's why it is always in that position. Whoever is continuously in front of Bhagavan, that person will also derive happiness and bliss from Bhagavan. So that is Nandihi. Here it means that Bhagavan is the embodiment of complete bliss. We all worship Bhagavan to derive that Ananda from him. The next is Jyotir Ganeshwaraha. Jyotir means the luminary objects or the luminary thing. Gana means the group of objects and Ishvara means Lord. So Bhagavan Vishnu, he is the Lord of the luminary objects in this creation. So what are the luminary objects? They are the planets and stars. So Bhagavan Vishnu is the Lord of the planets and stars. We all are scared at some time or other. Due to our prarabdha karmas, some planets will give ill effect to us. So we all are scared of it. So when we worship Bhagavan Vishnu or Bhagavan Shiva at that time, then we may not feel that ill effect. Will the ill effect come to us or not? That we cannot say it very correctly because it is based on our prarabdha karmas. If the prarabdha karmas are strong, then definitely planets will give ill effect to us. But we need not feel it or we need not experience everything. Just like in this hot summer, if we sit in an air-conditioned room, then we may not feel the warmth or the very hot, scorching sun outside. But some people, they have to experience the hot climate outside. But we can facilitate ourselves or condition ourselves or sit in an air-conditioned room so that we may not feel the heat outside. Just like that, even when there is ill effect of the planets due to our prarabdha karmas, the planets will not act against the prarabdha karmas, only in accordance with that prarabdha karmas. If we get negative vibrations from the planets, we can always protect ourselves by worshipping Bhagavan Vishnu because he is the Lord of all the luminary objects. The next nama is Vijitatma. Vijitatma means one who has won over the senses and the mind. Bhagavan is that because he knows the temporary nature of this universe and so he is not attached with it. We do not know about the temporary nature of this universe, so we are so much bound with it. Bhagavan, he created it and so he knows the nature of it. And so he is not bound or attracted by the external sensory objects. So he is not bound by the senses or the mind. He is above that. He is always in his perfect consciousness. And so he is called Vijitatma. Since he is the Vijitatma, to explain that only he performed the Rasa Leela, but people mistook it in all the wrong ways. While performing Rasa Leela, even though Bhagavan Sri Krishna was with the Gopikas, his mind and senses were completely under his control and he was absorbed in his self even when he was with the Gopikas. Just to give the experience of bliss, Bhagavan Sri Krishna played the Rasa Leela with the Gopikas. And the Gopikas experienced that bliss of the Atma, not the bliss of the senses. They experienced the bliss of the Atma at that time when they were with Bhagavan Krishna. And Bhagavan Krishna, he was completely absorbed in his self, and so he is called Vijitatma. He is above the senses and the mind. Even while killing Ravana, Bhagavan Sri Rama was completely in his Atma. That's why he was able to go to that war with complete peace of mind. So that is Vijitatma. Avideyatma, he is unfathomable. Bhagavan's nature cannot be perceived. He is unfathomable. Bhagavan is not subservient to anyone. His nature cannot be perceived by anyone. Sat Kirtihi. Sat means truth, Dharma. Kirti means fame. He is very famous because of his Satya, eternal nature, truth, and because of Dharma. And so he is called Sat Kirtihi. That's the next Nama. And the last Nama, ninth Nama, is Chinna Samshayaha. Samshaya means doubt. Chinna means break it, destroy it. When we worship Bhagavan, He will clear all our doubts. Gradually, when we connect with Bhagavan, all our doubts will be cleared. We may feel that it is our intelligence or our knowledge, but actually we are getting the power from Bhagavan. He will make the bhaktas to experience everything just like a fruit in our palm. The meaning of it is, when we have the fruit in the palm, then we need not speculate about its nature, speculate about its properties, or assume about its properties. We can see it and understand its nature. So just like that, he will make all concepts in this world or everything in this world, even in the materialistic life, very clear. We will get clear idea of everything. That's why he is called Chinna Samshayaha. The summary of this shloka is, Bhagavan has very beautiful eyes and a very beautiful, attractive form. He is always in bliss and absorbed in bliss, and he is the Lord of all the luminary objects, and he has perfect control over the senses and the mind. He is unfathomable. He cannot be perceived by anyone, and he is very famous for his dharma and eternal nature, and he dispels the doubt of all the bhaktas who connect with him. So that's the end of the shloka 66. And the next shloka 67 is Udirna sarvadas chakshuhu ranisha shashvadastiraha Bhushayo bhushano bhutir vishoka shokanasanaha. There are 9 namas in this shloka, and they are Udirnaha Sarvadas Chakshuhu Anishaha Shashvada Stiraha Bhushayaha Bhushanaha Bhutihi Vishokaha Shoka Nashanaha. So these are the 9 namas in the shloka, and the first nama, Udirnaha, is Bhagavan Vishnu. He is superior to all beings in all aspects. And when we worship him, he lifts us to that level. We should not limit ourselves. When we limit ourselves, then he cannot lift us. So if we leave us free, just accept what all Bhagavan says or what all Bhagavan gives, then he will lift us to his level. And so he is called Udirnaha. He has superior qualities and he lifts us from our bondage. And so he is called Udirnaha. He gives us proper guidance and opportunities by one way or other. We may or may not realize it, but he guides us in all ways. The next nama is Sarvadas Chakshahu, one who has eyes everywhere, which implies that Bhagavan is that infinite consciousness. Whatever we think, it will be registered in that infinite consciousness. That's why Bhagavan knows even our thoughts. When we know the other person by maybe their behavior, mannerism, facial expressions, or their actions, that is all gross. But Bhagavan understands us the moment we think about it. So because all that thoughts arises in his presence, so he is the inner consciousness, Antaryami. He is the Sarva Vyapi and Sarva Antaryami, and so he knows everything about us. And so he is called Sarvadas Chakshuhu. It doesn't mean that he has literally, what its meaning is, one who has eyes everywhere. The implied meaning is He is the consciousness of everyone and he knows us very well. And even in the Purusha Shukta, it is said that Sahasraksha, Sahasrabhata. So he has eyes everywhere, which implies that he knows about everything. The next Nama is Anishaka. Bhagavan Vishnu, he has no lord above him, no lord or no master, and this is very well explained in Svetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 6 and Shloka 9. It says that न तस्य कश्चित् patirasti loke. He doesn't have any pati, master in this loka. Cheshita naiva cha tasya lingam. He doesn't have na cheshita, that is he doesn't cha ishita, that is he doesn't have any ruler or master. Na linga, he doesn't have any reference or symbol in this world. So what all we worship as deity, it is just to connect our mind with that infinite power. He is beyond that form, beyond that vigraha. So when we worship, we have to bring this to our mind. He doesn't have any linga. Sakaranam karanadibhadibha. That is, he doesn't have any cause. He is the Lord of the sense organs. Na chasya kaschid janitana chadibaha. He doesn't have any janita. There is no creator or adhipa, no Lord. So he doesn't have any master, any ruler, any linga, any that is any symbol. He's the master of the sense organs. He doesn't have any creator or any Lord. So that is Bhagavan Vishnu. And that is the meaning of the Nama Anishaha also. Ishara, one who does not have any Ishvara God. The next Nama is Shashvata Stiraha. Shashvata means eternal, permanent. Stira means stable. So Bhagavan Vishnu, he is not only permanent, he is also stable. Anything can take place in him. He will support everything. So that's a Shashvata Stiraha. He, even when the whole world merges in him, there will be no change in him. He will not change. He will be stable to support everything. That's why some jnanis, they have great feeling that I am in Bhagavan. That is, I am so stable because I am on one who is so stable. So I am also stable. This is the thought of some jnanis or some great bhaktas. The next nama, fifth nama, is Bhushayaha. Bhu means Bhumi Devi or earth. Shayaha means one who reclines. Bhagavan Vishnu, whenever he takes the avatar on earth, he reclines on Bhumi Devi only, on Bhu only. So he is Bhushayaha, one who reclines on the earth. For example, in the Rama Avatara, Bhagavan Sri Rama, he wanted to cross the ocean to go to Lanka to fight with Ravana and get back Sita Devi. So he requested Samudra Raja to tell ways for them to cross the ocean, the whole Vanara Sainya, and he has to cross the ocean. So he requested Samudra Raja to tell him what to do. And for that, he meditated and he lied on the bare shore of the place called Tirupullani. And it is in the southern tip of India, that is near Rameshwar. It's a small village. And there's a beautiful temple there, Jagannatha Swami temple. So Bhagavan there, he just meditated on the darbha grass. And he lied on that bare shore, on that shore of that ocean, and he requested Samudra Raja to tell him ways to go to cross the ocean. So in that avatara, he laid on the bare ground. or the bare shore. And when he was in the vana, also in the forest, also he used to lie on the grass, on either on the darba grass or on the bare shore. So that place is called Tirupullani because Pullu means in it is grass, and Tirupullani means that the divine grass, that place on which Bhagavan Sri Ram he reclined on the shore of that ocean. So that village is very famous for it. So this is one incident. Like this, there are many incidents in the Rama Avatara and Krishna Avatara where they lied on this ground, on the Bhumi Devi with bare body. So that is Bhushayaha. Bhushanaha means whenever Bhagavan Vishnu took the avatars on Bhumi, they decorated the Bhumi. They walked on the ground with their bare feet, and the soil, it had the marks of Bhagavan, footprints of Bhagavan, and that's why it gave so much prosperity, that like vegetables and fruits. So they walked on this bhumi with bare fruit and imprinted their marks on the foot on this earth. So they decorated the earth. So Bhushanaha, they decorated the earth by their avatars, and they were also the role model for all the people who lived here. So they are called Bhushanaha. The next nama is Bhutihi. Bhuti means he is the embodiment of glory, that is of many vibhutis. We all describe about the different attributes and the different leelas of Bhagavan, that is Bhutihi. Sarva Vibhudinam Karanatvat Va Bhutihi. He is the basic of all the glories exhibited on this universe, on this bhumi. So that is Bhutihi. The next nama, eighth nama in this shloka is Vishokaha. Shoka means sorrow. Vishokaha means one who does not have any sorrow, because Bhagavan is always absorbed in his self, in his Atma. Then how can he have any shoka? That's why he is also called as Nitya Paramananda Swarupa. He is always absorbed in his own self. And the shoka means the sorrow. When the shoka is retained, then it becomes dukkha, grief. Bhagavan doesn't give place for all that. Nothing attacks him or affects him because he is always with his self. No one can insult or pain the Atma. Anyone can insult or pain our body or mind, but not the Atma. So he is Vishogaha, always without any grief or sorrow. When we worship Bhagavan, he is transferred to us, and that is the next nama too. The next nama, that is Shoka Nashanaha. Smriti Matrena Bhaktanam Shogam Nashayati Iti Shoka Nashanaha. That's how Acharya writes. He destroys the shoka or the grief of the devotees by just remembering Bhagavan. So he dispels the grief of the devotees. That's why we worship Bhagavan, because when we think of him or when we chant his nama, we will be relieved of all our shokas. So he is Shoka Nashanaha, one who dispels the shoka of the bhaktas. So that's the 9 namas of this shloka, shloka 67. And the summary of this shloka is Bhagavan is superior to all beings and he lives us to that level. He he has no master or lord over him. He is eternal and stable. He reclined on the ground during his many avatars on the earth, and he made the earth so beautiful by his different avatars, and he has many vibhutis, and he has no grief, and he dispels the sorrows of others. So that is the shloka 67 in Vishnu Sahasranama. I will continue with the next shloka in Vishnu Sahasranama in my next upload. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। ॐ तत्सत्।